Hey guys, it's Cricky from the Off-Grid Camp. I am going to be putting a window in the back of my shop that I got from a neighbor, and I just wanted to share it with you because I want to put some air inside of this little shop, and I am going to spin the camera around and show you the plan. Oh, and it literally is 23 and a half inches by 23 and a half inches to get to this sill part here. So I've made it a little bit more so I have a little space in there. So you're going from the inside edge, of course, this is going to hang over the cut. So you want the cut to be right on the inside here all the way around. And again, it is 23 and a half by 23 and a half. I'm going to be putting it in the back corner here behind my tool bench because the door is here and I want a throughway with the wind flowing through the room this way or through the room this way. I'm going to utilize the top metal beam here and the metal beam here, and then we're just going to hang the window against it all on the outside and screw it right into the metal. And then I'm going to wood frame it and put an upright down to the floor and a sill and everything else made out of wood to support it. But right now we want to get the cutout in. So here's the first dot, and it is 23 inches over from that, or 23 and a half inches over from that edge of that metal. So we're actually going to go all the way in here with the cut to the edge of this metal here, all the way across here till we get to the 23 and a half inches, and then from this here all the way down to that 23 and a half inch mark there. So I'm going to draw the square out in the marker and then snip this whole square out, and then we will put the window in. Now you can see I'm working my way across the top, and on this metal beam this sheet's screwed in, so I'm going to pull the screws to make a nice even one. And look what came in the mail today, guys. Look at this. I know you guys aren't much for my tractor, but I like it. I got myself a brand new carburetor in the mail today. We're going to get her done. Well, as you can see, now we are through. And now let the cleanup begin, because look at how nasty this is. Every single edge here, when you work with sheet metal, and trust me from experience, it's sharp. Dangerously sharp. So you see the upright support going down here. That's what I'm going to screw the window into, and also the top support. Right now, I'm going to fold this inward to clean up these edges, and we'll clean all this up too. And then we're going to frame it in some kind of wood. I'm going to put an upright under here all the way down to the floor, and then across the bottom here, and attach everything to frame so that we have some sitting on the floor, some sitting on the frame, and the window just isn't hanging in a wonky style tin wall. Well, the thing to do now when I go outside to straighten these edges up is wear these work gloves. Well, folks, there she is. I got her in here, and I've created myself a sill and an upright, and I'm still going to have to come up but go across here somehow. I got to touch between here, and I'm going to put a support across the top. Even though this metal beam is here, I'm going to connect and come across. This right here is what the window is screwed into. It's strong. It's rooted to the floor. This is unshakable. Now at least we have a little window and a little screen and breeze in here. It's really cool. Let's go outside and take a look at it. There's my new carburetor. Yeah, baby. And from the back side of the shop, you see I've put her up in the top right corner. The reason being is the wind comes from this direction. This is west here, and mostly we get a west wind, and sometimes we get a south and east wind. But most of the time it's coming this way or this way. So it's either coming through the front door and out of the window, or through the window and out of the front door. All righty. There she be, folks. I just took a spill off the ladder, and I'm going to go take some aspirin because I landed on my head and my elbow. Here we go here. And we've got our little hot rod motor going here, the new carburetor on. Well. I'll be. All this time it was the carb. Well, I just made the reins, guys, with the carburetor and with the window, thank God. It's in. I got the sill in and I got the window in. There's some wires in the way there. And man, she's a pretty one. I am so glad to have a little light there and some cross ventilation because the air is going to come through here and go right out of the door in the summertime. It's already cooler in here. So guys, here I am on the front step. It's about time to wrap it up. You know, we have a lot of things improving here. And as we go on, you know, we are completely off grid here at Cricky's Off Grid Camp. And as time goes on, we get better and better and better at refining things. We get better water collection, more water collection. We experiment with things. First they fail, second they fail, third they fail, and then finally we get there. And then once you get there, then you build upon the building. And the next time you do it, you go right to the successful one. And so the more you do that with anything, the smarter and the quicker you get to the nut of things. And so with that said, peace, love, and happiness. We got a bunch of great stuff done today. And sorry for digressing to the tractor, but boy, I couldn't wait for that carburetor. This is Cricky from Cricky's Off Grid Camp. Peace, love, and happiness. Stay in the love vibe. Smash the like button, subscribe, and share this video with like-minded folks. We will see you guys next time. Peace out.